should be able to hear me now.
Alright.
Oh my god, wait. Hello?
Oh my god, wait.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there's someone else here already. Wait.
Hello?
Oh, it's gonna be a bit of a fee. I'm still trying to figure out the volume.
Oh, it's gonna be a bit of a I'm still trying to figure out the volume.
Let's see. Does that make it quiet for you? No. Oh, great. Yes. How's that? How is that?
How's that?
I don't know why there's like a feedback loop. Oh, I know. It's because I have the audio playing on the fucking Twitch. Ugh. Let's not say it like that. That's good enough. Sorry, I'm... I still feel like she hates me, but that's fine. You know, I've got audio now. Like, before, I didn't even have my mic. So now all of you are subject to my ratchet voice. And it is raspy because I sad and was cry. But not sad no more. Still kinda sad. Always sad. No, I shouldn't say that. That's not slick. Oh, well, if she doesn't join the stream, that means we can talk about her all we want. And there's nothing she can do about it. What's she gonna do? Join the stream? Nope. Suck on that. Suck on me lift. Nope. Nope. Don't. I need a It is not even... She's too cute. She sent penguins throwing hearts. might need to go on anxiety meds, because it is ruining my life. It sucks. I'll just say text when you want to chat again, and then that way when her energy level is refilled, she can come back to me. I forgot I left the music off. Well, the music has been bumping for you guys, right? For me, it's dead silent. It is. There. I believe this is the Pale Night theme. Not the Pale Night. No, stop that. The True Hollow Knight or something. Ooh. This is Hornet's theme. I know Hornet's theme. No. Sorry. I don't have mods, so I have to do all the advertising and all this other junk by myself. So it's just a bit of a hot mess just sitting here while you don't even get a pretty view of Hornet hanging. I'm really hoping that this, if I finish this, even though it's not colored, it'll help show my sense of weight, and that I can show weight in it. And then the next one I'm working on is either going to be the head tilt and blink, which is just a proof of emotion, because I want to do like a doe-eyed thing, or I go back into, and it's a redraw of an older thing, so it's like, that might be a good thing just to see for myself. But, or I'm gonna go back into the circus storyboard and try to make a full-fledged like 10 seconds out of that, though that would, I don't believe that would be the biggest animation I've done. I want to say, well, it would not a full-fledged 10 seconds, probably like 20 seconds. That way I can, because there's one scene that I want to show of her in the circus. It does a bit of a panning out, and then it cuts into her, and she throws a hand up, and then it's a transition from the baton of the circus to a knife and a ground. And I just think that whole thing might be good proof that I know depth, because I think that's like one of the principles that I have not worked on at all is space. I've just not really worked on anything in a 3-dimensional space. So that's the goal, if I can do this in a week. I'm also really hoping that, because by the end of the week it'll be Valentine's Day, part of me hopes that because I'll be focusing on this, I'll just casually forget about any thoughts of Valentine's plans. But, you know. If I don't forget, then I would have Valentine's plans to look forward to. If I do forget, I have my vanilla Smirnoff and early birthday money, because my birthday is the week after Valentine's Day. So, poo, whatever. Why am I trying to make this look perfect when I'm just filling it in anyway? I don't know. I have gotten really good with Flip-A-Clip, so I'm actually gonna be sad when I move away from it, but it'll be good for in the long term for me to start using more professional programs, and then also it'll allow me to stream on my desk PC instead. Unless, of course, my PC is like, we are not gonna be able to do both streaming and using an art program, my friend. Then we'll just have to, I don't know, cry. Probably cry. I want this to look good, but I also know I don't really have the time to, like, spend on a bunch of small details for a fucking joke on Twitter when I have a actual animation I need to work on. But I plan on streaming 3 hours, working an additional 2 hours, and then doing homework after that. I might only stream for 2 hours, we'll see. I think this music is too hype for people. It's stressing me out. So I'm gonna have to turn it to a different... This is 35 minutes of Hornets theme. Wait a minute. You want to watch It's Raining, I Sleep in My Car? That's my favorite. Okay, the recommended is Just Calling Me Out. Got it. Alright. Let's slow it down. Now that we know internally my heart rate, no matter how much we slow it down. Oh, I didn't actually change it that much, but you know, she can look like she's cocking her leg for it. This is my favorite, is when they're just little squished little bugs like that. So need to color this in because I decided coloring them in is the best way, specifically for Hornet and for Zote. However, to keep consistency, Le Bug. I've started calling it Bug because someone else on someone who hasn't played the game called the creatures a bug. I'll be right back. My feet are cold. In the meantime, just watch the loop. This is what it'll look like with all 4 of them. There's only 2 that are at this phase. No, I'm not taking $5 off. Alright, BRB. Alright, I'm back. I'm not. I am being obnoxious to my friend because I be chillin'. I forgot to do her little arms. Oh, that would have been bad. Remember, goal of tonight, finish this. Because this is a joke animation, but it is a loop, and I think that loops are impressive, and I think even though it's only 40 frames, I'd say 40 frames is pretty good. I don't know if it really conveys much about, like, the story or any of that stuff. Because there's 12 principles of animation. Let me see how many I even know. On the 12 days of Christmas, my true love gave to me the 12 principles of animation. Every single day, a new principle. Timing, anticipation, staging I need to work on. Oh, follow through. I don't know about exaggeration per se. I mean, technically I need to work on everything, but I feel like some of this can be improved upon while in the field, whereas others are things that you need to have before you enter the field. However, having said all that, might actually run the risk of getting rejected just for admitting. But I mean, I don't know. It's worth a shot, right? Like, the worst that can happen is they say no and I agree with them. The best that can happen is they say yes and I don't believe them. That's a win-win in my book. Do I think my animations are worthy of Pixar or even Cartoon Network? No, not really, not yet. However, do I think I could have a chance if I just actually put effort in instead of being a whiny bitch baby? Definitely. Absolutely. 100% yes. Damien might be joining us. So hype. I love seeing my IRL friends and stream. It's so fun. Makes me feel less alone. Because I'm not alone. Also, it makes sure that I watch exactly what I say. So that I don't say something and then they bring it up to me in person. Which is my worst nightmare. It's like, anyway, let me give you my entire life story and tragic backstory. I think I'm streaming a little too late for Lemons. Lemons being a long-time fan, and they tend to show up to every single stream. And I really appreciate them for it, so I like to have them around. Yeah. There's some other people who tend to who come to my streams every once in a while. Like Mitra. I mean, she comes quite a lot. I don't know if I've ever seen Italian Gamer Joe come to my streams, though I have come to his occasionally. You've been here the whole time, you rat bastard, and didn't say anything? Are you the one viewer? How dare you? Why did I get the notification on my phone? Wait. Wait. Is that because... Oh, no, I don't have it downloaded. Weird. I thought it may have notified me because I downloaded this Twitch stream app. But I guess I don't have it. Why did it show up on my phone? Twitch updated its app. Nope, I just got on and I was reading fanfics. I can see. You have no idea the revolutionary that is being able to see your message on stream. I don't have to have my own stream up in front of me just so I can see the chat anymore. I can actually see it in front of me. Is this how real streamers feel? Like, is this how real streamers feel? This lap of luxury. Lap of luxury. What fanfic were you reading? Or do I want to know? Or like what ship? Or again, do I want to know? You're right, I have no idea, but I'm sure it's it truly is. Oh my gosh. I haven't felt this joy in maybe a week. And that's when I had first found out that the computer that was bought for the media specialist position, which is my job at work, has a drawing app that has a line stabilizer, meaning my lines don't have to be straight. They don't have to be perfect like they have to on here. It was Eraser Mic Fluff. What's Eraser Mic? Only downside is my screen is so small that it takes up a quarter of it. But, oh my god, it's actually showing notifications. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because that means that I'm not missing chat. I'm not missing conversation. It's gonna be annoying as hell though if there's more people in the stream. It's just like, yeah, by the way, entire top of your screen, useless. There's too many people talking. Well, since you... Aiza and Yamada... Oh! I said the names wrong. Ayazawa and Yamada? Ooh, that's a rough pronunciation. I apologize. But since you just joined, what I'm currently doing is I'm working on the clothesline animation, and then I plan on doubling back to an old animatic that I kinda got storyboarded, didn't really finish, and I'm gonna try and finish up 20 seconds of that to put into a demo reel to prove that I know staging and timing. And then after that, figure out editing software. But tonight is just this. It's so cute. I know, right? There's a total of 4 of them, and I'm only doing I'm still trying to finish Hornet's animation. And then after Hornet, I'm either gonna do the cloak from just the Hollow Knight's cloak instead of his entire body is hung on this clothesline, and then Zote is hung here as well. Probably post it to Twitter almost immediately, and then move on to my next one because I only have a week to do all this. How did I go from 3 to 1? What the heck happened there? Oh, sorry, that was loud. But thank you. My goal with this one is to just figure out line weight not line weight. Well, my goal is to figure out Hornet's broken leg there, but it's also to make them all have varying weights on the clothesline. Once I'm done drawing this, I'll show you what it looks like in motion so you can see just a little bit what I'm talking about. But this is a fun part. There's a bunch of copying and pasting that happens later that's not as fun, but, you know, 'tis life. So, right now they're the only two that are fully animated to all 48 frames. There is more character sketch on the rough sketch layer. Stupid hard to... There we go. So, you can see all 4 of them are there, but you can also see that there's a little bit of overlap. Can one or both of them be kept as pets? Asking for a friend. Well, Hornet is a spider. If you want a spider, go for it. I would say Zote definitely can be kept as a pet. This little guy here. He's a rat bastard that no one loves. And so he can be kept as a pet. This cloak, not the person who owns it, but the cloak can be kept as a pet. And the player character, no, he's a threat to society. He deserves his fate in the end. Cannot be kept as a pet. Cannot be kept as a pet. Not unless it's a free roam. Yeah, exactly. She's a spider, she shoots webs. It was either I finish but she is cute though. I do admit. Alright, I'm here. My day was not good. Some of it's personal, not gonna lie. Welcome, Damien. Well, I was about to ask how your day is, but you've already answered that. I'm getting notifications on my phone now. Look at that. So, in a weird way, your messages show up on stream instead of just in the chat like they're supposed to. Right now, we do have Lemons in the stream, so I hope you don't mind if Lemons hears. But lay it on me. What happened today? I can take it. Or at least I'd like to believe I can. Why do I keep doing this to myself? There we go. Oh, and since you're since you just arose, oh my god. Oops. Hi, Lemon. It's like a perfect time for this. So what happened? Let me know everything. Did someone break your... stop that. Did someone break your heart, steal your wallet, kill your mom? Well, hopefully not any. It's... like I said, these notifications are going to be... I'm going to have a love-hate relationship with them because every time I'm going to accidentally hit them. I just need to keep my animating to the bottom of the screen, which for you guys is the center, so I think that actually works out. So for me, this is near the bottom, but that's kind of center screen, so you know, maybe it just works out for y'all. Oh. While you're typing your rant, I might as well tell you what we're doing. So I am drawing the Hollow Knight and some of the main cast on the clothesline. And then after this is done, because I would say that this is, considering how little of a repertoire I have with animating, having this in my demo reel would be important, so I'm finishing it. And then after this, well, hopefully you now can find the place without asking to call me. If she tries to ask to call or whatever, I'll just tell her, I don't know what I'll tell her. we might just go on an adventure to pick up my Uber Eats in the middle of this. Who knows? But anyway, once I'm done with this, I'm going to go back to one of my old storyboards, one that has some staging in it, and then try to make that into a half decent animation. This is all due within a week. I learned about the internship yesterday, so it's not that I procrastinated, it's that I was literally unaware. I mean, I guess you could say I procrastinated because I could have looked it up sooner, but at the same time, I didn't think about the possibility of doing an animation internship during summer. So, that's why I didn't look it up sooner. So anyway, trying to make a demo reel. Do I have high hopes? No. Do I think this is a great learning experience? Yes. Do I think that I just want to torture myself because it's not midterms yet? Also yes. So, that is what is happening. I also thought that this just looked funny. Okay. For class, she does participation points, and she said just today that some of it is just participation and other times it's for a correct answer, and I hate that because it's too inconsistent and now gives me anxiety being in her class. Before it was just for participation, so I hated it for some reason. That definitely doesn't sound like a good start to the day. Maybe she changed it to giving answers because she found that people weren't participating in class. So maybe that's why she did it. Not saying that that's a smart move, but it is a move. Tap for tasty. Dude, I am literally in the middle of ordering food for you and you are sending me notifications telling me to order food. What the heck? What the heck? That's kind of the reason why I don't like when teachers do it for participation. It's because they will sometimes then change it later on when they see that people aren't participating. They'll say correct answers, and then it's a whole different it's a whole different ball game at that point, and then you're just like, I don't know. But doesn't participation points mean correct answers? Or are you saying that you don't like that she's changed it to correct answers? Because, I mean, like, did she change it from any answers to only correct answers? Sorry, I don't know if you can hear me breathing. Probably can, because this mic is weirdly sensitive. Like... Oh, she changed it from any answers to correct answers? On Top Hat. What's Top Hat? I don't know what Top Hat is. I'm sorry. That sounds not fun though, to be honest. It's a wait, is that why you needed the clicker? Because I saw someone mention the clicker in Discord. That's a different thing. Okay, so how come this other class couldn't use a clicker? Bear in mind, like, a clicker is one of those things that they hype up. It's like, or at least at my school, it was like hyped as like a way of engaging with a large class and whatnot. Like, you would use it all the time. I have only ever used it once. I bought one sophomore year, and I have only ever used it once. And it has been collecting dust, and I still carry it around with me just in case a random class is like, oh, we're using clickers. It's like, at this point, I think my clicker is considered out of date, so. I mean, maybe there has to be some reason why. Maybe they're in the new classroom, and the new classrooms don't, respond well. Like, I heard this story about one professor who had an old laptop and would give the IT people hell just because they didn't have the adapter for the old laptop. But that's because they wanted to go but that's because the room was analog and the laptop was digital. So they didn't have the equipment because it wasn't monetarily efficient for the school to buy a new, like, an out of commission piece of equipment for this one teacher. So, you know, I don't know what's going on with technology, but like, even in my job as like the media specialist, we have a computer that I'm supposed to be using, but because it doesn't work. Like, it just straight up doesn't work. Adobe crashes on it specifically. Everything else kind of works fine, but Adobe just loves to crash when using it. So now I'm waiting for them to check on that. Wow. Okay. Alright, Hornets is done. Boom. Hornet done. Ooh. Nice. Why is only these frames drawn for Zote and the cloak, dude? These are the most important frames for these guys. Alright, which one should I do? The cloak or Zote? If I could do a poll, if I could do a poll, I would do a poll. Oh, I can go into the mod. I didn't realize I could go into mod mode. The cloak thing. The cloak it is. So this one has a unique feature in that it is actually split into two parts right here. Not in the actual, like, animate in the actual game, but I just have it for the animation for the sake of keeping it all easy to break apart for making it flow. So that's just a little tid fact. Yes, I realize I said both tid and fact instead of a little interesting fact like a normal or sane person would do. Who knows? I'm losing my marbles, man. I'm only on day 1 of this and I'm already losing my marbles. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream each day either. This is more of a like, let's see, either we reach our goal for the night or I feel the urge to pass out from exhaustion. Those are the only two limits for how the streaming is going to go for the next couple of days. So once I'm trying to figure out the editing software, that's when the entertaining stream is going to happen. Like, that's where all the fun is. It's in the editing. I'm going to get to learn. So is it like a ghost? Is it alive at all? Or is it an accessory? I don't know if it's indestructible. It is, in fact, an accessory. It is the clothing of one of the characters. My phone just fell off the table. You, however, did not see that. So this is the cloth that belongs to the adult version of this little guy. I forgot I was doing that. Oh my god. So much work after. I just erase it. Sorry, I forgot that I was doing the internal details, like the lines like that, in half the font size, just for the sake of making it look not so cluttered. So, thankfully with this one though, it looking messy is actually to its what's the word I'm looking for? Advantage. Because it is supposed to be tattered and worn and not the best looking. So the line art not being the cleanest actually works out in its favor. The only downside is that I have to replicate the uncleanliness of it, which is a huge downside. So no, not a ghost wanna, not a but sorry, not a ghost wannabe. It's not alive. It is an accessory that is questionably indestructible. I'm gonna take a drink of water, so I don't know, volume warning. I think that it could be a ghost knockoff wannabe if it tried to be. You know, it really could. It really could be a ghost wannabe if it really wanted to. But unfortunately, it is just clothing. Nothing more, nothing less. But it is very pretty clothing. It is made for a not prince. We do not call him a prince, but he low-key gives off prince energy based off of the lore. So, well, should actually get that notification because what, 13 minutes ago? Let's check on that. Why do we call him Prince? Because he's not called a prince in the game. Like, he's technically... Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure it actually went through. He's technically not called a prince in the game. He's a knight. But he's also technically the child of the king and queen, so technically he's a prince. He's the Hollow Knight. You may be asking yourself, why are those thick and the rest are thin lines? Why did you start an 8-minute timer already? Jesus, you're not even at the door. Maybe knowing that, by the way, that I actually have something I'm doing, the reason why I would do an Uber Eats versus going and picking it up myself means that maybe you should use your thinking noggin and actually find where I'm at. Because for some reason, they just come in here and are like, oh, Yeah, it matches with the name. The prompt literally says doorstep. So, like, I don't know what to tell them. The only thing. Just leave it at the door. That is literally, yep, it's leave at door. I don't know what to tell them, but I submit that to Uber if they don't leave my food at the door. It's like, hey, it literally says leave at door. Oh, God, I hate Uber Eats people. They don't know how to read numbers apparently. What's they literally do this every time, as if our buildings aren't going to be expanding to 15 buildings, and so they should probably start learning. Yeah, no. Well, my complex right now only has 7, but it's expanding to 15, and so far the DoorDash people and the Uber Eats people have yet to learn the first 7. So I'm like, I'm not going and meeting you out in the parking lot because you're not willing to learn how to read numbers. Like, it literally is labeled leave at door. You're gonna have to actually use your noggin. That side that by the basketball court doesn't have a number. Like, I don't know what to tell them. But oh my God, are you kidding me? I still can't take a phone call. What did that notification say? It said give moment to leave. Had to socially interact way too many times. Yeah, no. Also, the point of leave at door is no social interaction, so the fact that they are like, oh, come out and meet me. Like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna treat you like parents that neglect their kids and not come out and help you. Because I did, in fact, say leave at door, and so the audacity to start the 8-minute timer though, because I have done Uber Eats before, so I know what that 8 timer is. That 8-minute timer you're supposed to start if you've been waiting to drop off the food, not as soon as you show up at the building. Like, because that's supposed to warn the customer, hey, if you don't answer, they're going to leave with your food. But she started the timer before she even made the phone call. Like, anyway, either way, I can just download this video send it to Uber Eats when I file a complaint if the food isn't submitted. Being like, hey, I was streaming. I even said it. I said it on the stream. I showed it was put to leave at door. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Even my text said that I said leave at door and gave an explanation of where it's at. So, sorry, this is just irritating me so much how pixelated it is. I mean, seeing that notification stresses me out too. Because, like, you haven't been waiting. You literally just showed up. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I even put that on a schedule, that food too. I'm not even angry, I'm just anxious. Because what was that notification? Okay, that was just you. Cuz it's like I don't want any penalties, and I also don't want my money to have been taken because they claimed that I didn't show up for my food, but it's labeled as leave at door, so like if I never got my food. What my roommate had one had an incident happen where the person never arrived with their food, got the 8-minute timer, food was never arrived, but when they filed a complaint, they were still charged for the food. So I don't want to have that happen. But I mean, it literally said leave at door. So I don't think that they are allowed to say that I wasn't there to pick up the food. Because, well, there's pretty strong evidence, I would say, showing that I was conscious. Oh, great. It was left at the door. Was it left at the right door? I'll be right back. In the meantime, I will let the animation play out so you can see what it's like. Oh, forgot to close the mic. I'm back. My food did in fact arrive. Huzzah. I am still bitter, low key, at the driver for putting on the timer immediately because the audacity. But especially when it's a leave at door. You can't set the timer for the leave at door. Like, I just realized that. Like, you can't set the timer for the leave at door because they said to leave it at the door, meaning you have to find them and put it at their door. Wait. Like, I get that because, again, I did DoorDash, and it really is more of a matter of how fast you go through orders versus how much the order's money was. So I get the speed part of it, but, like, if it says leave at door, you leave at door. So how did you like my clothesline animation? You watched it for probably 5 minutes while I ranted at my roommate. I'm going to finish up coloring my little bug dude. Then, unless, of course, you want an ASMR mukbang, I might just sign off. Because this is the goal for the night. It's cute and pretty smooth. Thank you. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty smooth. You want to see a comparison to my very first animation with the loop in it? That one's a little bit smoother, but it took me a week to do. This took me 3 days or 2 days. All right, we are going back in time all the way. Nope, this is too far back. This is too far back. Though some of these older ones, like you can see in these are where I was learning the basics. So some of these, like the hair flip, I might redo again. Look at that. It looks so silly. Anyway, I might redo that one for the demo reel. Like as if I was going to post it. No. But this is the first one that has a loop in it. Yeah, exactly. The head looks very stiff, whereas the next one shouldn't look like that. But this is the first one I did that has a loop in it. This is my first fully kind of done animation too. So I'd say not too shabby, but I think this was a year or two ago. Maybe, I want to say closer to 2 years ago, but like this. Thanks, lemons. I'm looking for a straw right now. Hold up. Oh, the bastards. Well, did they put water or? I don't know. But yeah, this was basically a tracing of a truck, Loki. Well, it wasn't a tracing, but I copied an actual real life truck. Whereas the cows, I drew cows and then I just copy pasted them 700 times. And you can tell that they were copy pasted. This one's my favorite. This 2 pixel one up here is my favorite. But I don't know if y'all can tell, but all 3 of them are actually moving in different speeds to try and mimic how cars move. But I didn't do the farthest back one slow enough, so it looks like it's all kind of moving the same speed. So this was actually a really tough animation to do because of that perspective. I wonder, I bet you I could put this one in my demo reel because of that use of space and changing the different speeds at different lengths. I bet you I could use that. It's only a second or 2 long, so like I also have some older stuff like this, Rage Quit. So like back in the day, I was actually practicing my basics. Like, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I tainted it. I say back in the day, but I think this was, yeah, that was during 2021. So, like, that was less than a year ago. But, yeah, I tried out a meme. I've been trying to do animation memes for years, apparently. A sheath test. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, round, 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 round. Ah, I know exactly what that was supposed to be, but I just didn't finish it. This attempt at a walking cycle. I probably could add more frames, make it faster or something. But so I don't know how much of this is actually like quality stuff though, is the thing, you know? So I kind of want to go back to the basics, or some of those older stuff that have more of the fundamentals in them that aren't finished, and actually just polish those up, versus my newer stuff which has like fully colored stuff. This one might be a good one to put into. Oh, copyright. Nope, copyright. Ugh. Sorry. That one you can see on TikTok if you want to see it. But they go down with a clank. So I definitely would be adding that one. This is a project for school that I'm working on. Yeah. Head bobs. So I have stuff here. But is it like Pixar worthy? Maybe not. Maybe not. But you know, you show your best work off, right? And my best work just happens to be mediocre, and that's fine. I can live with that. Right? It could be. Or yes, you could be Pixar worthy, Lemons. You could be. Really, I think what I need to work on is length. Because if you looked at the timestamps, a lot of those are 5 seconds or less. And that's why I want to do the focus on the circus meme. It's a 30-second animation, or like get 10-20 seconds out of it, just as proof that I can do longer stretch stuff. Oh my gosh. If you harass me enough, and if you show true love of Hollow Knight enough, I say if you harass me enough because I would be investing like a good $50+. I am very, very, very tempted to try and make one of the grass creatures from Green Path into a plush. Like, very tempted. I'm not saying one of those like ones that those generic plushes people have on well, it's not harassing, but the like, hey, so have you made that plush yet? Have you have you made a pet yet? I could have my grandma make one. I buy my grandma the supplies to make it and be like, hey, grandma, would you be able to make this creature? It would have the layout of a push pin, or like one of those pin cushions. but it's made with this fabric. Could you make this for me? Oh, that would be. If she did that, I would have to keep that for myself, though. That one would be mine. I would not sell it to you for the world. I could delegate this work and don't ask me why. Just do it. Why would you delegate? Wait, okay. Like, hold up. Am I creating a monster here? Should I have not let loose that this is an idea in my mind? That I actually do kind of like the concept of making a plush, like some sort of plush animal, just to put on my Etsy for commission, just so you have a pet or an option to buy a pet and stop asking me if you can have them as a pet. Also, let me know if you could hear that chewing. If you could hear that chewing, let me know. I need to make the line art thicker. I hate that. I hate how raggedy it looks. Like, oh my god. This is sad. Like, we love raggedy, but this... We ain't Bruno here. We need standards. Less raggedy, please. I really, swear to God, I really like the idea of plushies and squishies. Like, I want to make them. Ooh, ooh. I'm just, I don't have sewing capabilities. Like, I know how to do a lot of things, but sewing, like good quality sewing, like stuff that I would be willing to send to like friends, I don't know how to do. So if I were to have things made, it would be me most likely asking my grandma if she'd be willing if I paid for the supplies. And if she'd be willing. But imagine the Moss Charger. The Moss Charger, that as a Squishmallow. How adorable. How fun. How squishable. The noises I am making, you should have headphones on. You're gonna given the wrong idea with those noises. But I'm not a sewer. I don't still starting to sound like a otter or something. I find someone in Merced who's into sewing and help them come up with a concept for that. And then if I sell it on my Etsy, they get 10% or 20, 30, I don't know. I don't know how percentages work, but it would be a little bit commission based type thing where it's hey, if a certain amount of the or I pour my heart, sweat, and tears into it and I just have it as a little gift for friends. I hate this. I have not felt more hate in my life than I am looking at this piece, this half. Ugh. That is so ugly. Why can't you be cute like your brother? Look your brother is cute. You look like you came off of the wrong side of the bed. Oh, I apologize, Damien. Were you done talking about your day? Did your day at least get a little bit better? Did my shrieks talking about plushies make your day worse? Honest opinions. I want to make a plushie, but I don't want to run the risk of copyright. That is my only issue, is that because the plushies would be transformative, but they're not transformative in the like, oh, we took this piece and completely made it look different. They're transformative as in we just took this piece into a different medium. I don't know what the legality of that is. However, the moss creatures as squishies. Ooh, if you don't mind me asking, what package? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're still not doing too well. Ooh, what playing cards? I'm emotionally invested in your trading cards. Tell me about your trading cards. Oh, are they for that one game? That one game that you taught me? I can't remember the name, but we played it at the Pride Center. Oh, it's a different game. Is it for Magic the Gathering? You said Magic, so that's all I can. That's what I assume when I hear Magic. It's Vanguard. Vanguard is what we played. This is for, okay. Don't ask me where that noise came from. The answer is I don't know. So I did stray quite a bit from my initial sketch for this one, so I might have to fudge my rules, because what I've been doing is I've been hand drawing the sketch portion, like, or not the sketch, the stretched and squashed port for each of these to help keep a uniformity, but because of the fact that I changed this side, I'm a little bit worried that that's going to negatively impact it. Also, I'm completely aware that the two sides don't look like they belong on the same piece of clothing. Am I going to fix that? Yes, because that's bugging me. I do like how the thin lines looked. However, I couldn't get the thin lines to work on both sides. So it's just a little bit safer for me to just make it thick with two C's. So did you get these new magic cards to play with, or are you actually going, or are they just for trading purposes? Because you said they're trading cards and then you said they're Magic the Gathering. So I just want to know if you're like playing cards, who you're playing with, perhaps. Pretty much everything your nosy neighbor would want to know. Because I do be nosy. You can tell from my sinuses with allergies that I am very nosy. Are you able to play via Zoom? Or does it come with online versions? Because it might be fun to play online if you're still in quarantine. Okay, but like, quarantine hoes make do. Okay, quarantine hoes make do. I might have played Magic the Gathering. No, I played Hearthstone. That's what I played. I played Hearthstone. I did not play Magic the Gathering. because I would love to play with you sometime. I like playing the card games. I don't get them as much. I didn't grow up in the like. I don't know. I blame not growing up with the being allowed to role play as my lack of understanding. But I do enjoy learning new games, and with my existential crisis constantly going on, I would love to continue to play more play cards with you. I want to play Ecosystem with B again, but I'm too nervous to ask because I don't want to seem forward, or if there's any other intentions behind wanting to play aside from the fact I loved the game and I want to play it. Like, I don't know, man. Communication's hard. You say that, but like I've had friends be like, "You're." I've had people misinterpret what I've said as flirting before. I'm having man troubles again. I feel that. I feel that. This is the first Valentine's Day that I've ever had, like Valentine's season, as I like to call it, where I've ever actually had like a crush during it that I had a chance with. So I am nervous as hell around them 24/7. And I'm worried that they can smell fear. That they could smell my fear. So, thankfully, they decided their social battery was too low today and didn't attend the stream. So I can, in fact, talk about it, but like, like they came over to my apartment the other day, but it was super weird because I don't have people over at my house, and so I have no idea how to entertain guests. So, I'm pretty sure this guy can smell my fear. I'm pretty sure everyone can smell our fear together. Just mutual fear. Is this the same guy as before, though? The one that's on the committee? Not naming any names. I mean, Lemons doesn't go to our school, so Lemons doesn't know what we're talking about. Lemons is too busy thinking about attempting to use these characters as pets. Did you try to hang out with him again and he say no again? Ah. Oh. But hey, I mean, hey, I hung out. Hi, I'm confused by y'all's convo and trying to write. Yeah, we're talking about people we're pining for and being stressed because we don't know how to do relationships. Okay, if you put it like that, let me use my talking around it terminology because I'm too timid to still say talking about crushes. But I had pretty much the exact same scenario happen with my crush, except it was on a Saturday. I tried like having a conversation, but she was being all distant, and I was like, maybe Saturday was too awkward and they don't want to talk to me anymore. And then today I said that I was streaming, and she said, I'm just gonna watch YouTube and enjoy your stream though. And then I started crying because I was like, oh, did I make him hate me? Did I make her hate me? Like, was it that awkward? Did I make it that uncomfortable? And so I just straight up asked her, And she was like, no, my emotional battery is low. So my social battery is low. I'm like, okay, that's fair. You're not a social person. You're like the least social person I know in my life, to be honest. So I'm giving the benefit of the doubt with that. Oh, you getting all the boys and girls lemons? You don't have any crush issues? Everyone just is dying to be with you? You're like, I've got 7 Valentines and they don't know about each other, right? It's like hacks if you don't want to stretch things. Yeah. I mean, this is my first year having these issues. So, cuz usually I'm the stoic friend is like, why have a crush when you have homework to do? So, like I dead ass spent several years just being like, why have a crush when I like there it's midterm season. Like I don't got time for emotions. I don't got time for this. And it's like, maybe you're just more gay than you want to admit. And by attempting to admit that in high school with your homophobic family is not a bright move. So it's best to just pretend you're ace, basically, and then have an existential crisis in college. He said he'd like to hang out with me again, and he. Oh. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. But he hasn't said anything after. Also, I have a random third person that keeps flickering in. Hello, random third viewer. Very appreciated. You're stressing me out, though. I'm worried that you are the crush. Cause she knows who she is. She doesn't need me to explain. Oh, I have to. Ooh. I asked to hang out again. He said sure. I said something. He hasn't opened my text then. Ooh. Well, there is the very valid situation that he's just busy. Oh, I just remembered something I want to tell Lemons. It's not relationship related at all. But I think Lemons will, in fact, appreciate this. Lemon, I helped one of my coworkers with math today. It was probabilities. No, you didn't do anything. I, um, cause, you know how I helped you with your math? Well, I helped one of my coworkers today with probabilities. She wasn't, her and one of my other coworkers couldn't understand the probability equation for statistics. Like, they just couldn't figure out how the number was got. And hey, math is not dreaded. It is beloved on this platform. Excuse me. If there's anything that you can have as a pet, it's math. But neither of my coworkers could figure it out. I know, right? And like they were in a college level math class and they couldn't figure out probabilities. And so I was like, well, first, one of the coworkers is one of the more obnoxious ones, so I let her just kind of take over earlier in the day, and then later, once that coworker had left, I came up to my coworker and was like, hey, do you still need help figuring out probabilities? And she was like, yes, I just wasn't able to figure it out. And so then afterward, I came over and I read the problem. It was so much easier than I expected. Like, so I was so worried it was going to be something with derivatives. I was so scared it was going to be derivatives. But it wasn't. It wasn't derivatives, and so I was able to just like help and then explain to her where the math, like how the person got their number. Want to know what they had forgotten though? Like, this is completely valid. Hey, a D plus. That's great. That's better than my current grade in primatology, because for some reason, every homework assignment she has is 3 questions, meaning that you miss one and you get a D. And I'm like, at this rate, I'm gonna get a D in primatology because I keep getting 2 of the 3 right, which is mostly right. But that's a D. So, props to you, man. Props to you. Where'd I get a text? I heard Discord beep. Where'd I get a message? Ignore that. Ignore that. There it is. There it goes again. Where am I getting messages? Is it on Twitch? Oh. Not sure if you'll still be streaming, but if you're done by the time I get back, have a good night. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of hopping off now because I have food I need to eat. So, thanks for stopping by, though. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for coming by. I liked hearing about your life and knowing that I'm not the only one in, will they, won't they, hell. But yeah. Well, I guess I should shine. If I'm ending the stream, I should sign off. I don't know how people sign off. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Damien and Lemons. It was a lot of fun having you here. Lemons, if you want, I can see if there's someone to raid. However, if it sounds like you're doing homework too, so I think I might just sign off, you know? But it's up to you because you're the one that's going to be moving on with the raid. I'm going to be doing this for another 3 hours off stream so that I can eat. If you don't respond soon, I'm assume that you are dead, and I'm going to end said stream. Maybe a raid? Sure. Yeah, let's see if I can even get there, because knowing me, I'm going to somehow manage to get somewhere completely different. Okay, I was able to get there. Yeah, let's see. Ooh, Electric Mermaid is streaming right now, but she's doing Risk of Rain. Let's see if there's any art streamers right now. I'm not seeing anyone who's doing art specifically. No one popping up on my radar anyway, so I think I'm just gonna sign off for the night. But I will see you tomorrow, because I plan on doing this every single day until the deadline, like a sociopath. I don't expect everyone to show up every stream, by the way. But, Well, good night. Bye bye. Bye bye.